Hey guys, Cloudless here from Cloudless and Indie. And you're probably wondering, why am I wearing lederhosen when Oktoberfest has officially ended? Well, Oktoberfest may have officially ended in Germany, but the Gemütlichkeit never ends. But with that being said, Oktoberfest is in the US celebrated throughout the month of October. So it is still appropriate for me to wear this. But with that being said as well, the main reason why I'm wearing this is because today I have a beer tasting for you. We're going to be covering 4 Oktoberfest beers that I got in a variety pack from Total Wine. On the brand name it says Collab, or Craft Collab, or Collab Craft. I'll actually pull it up in a moment. And I couldn't really find that much information on it. But pretty much it's exactly as it's a collaboration between 4 different breweries. So yeah. Alright, so for this tasting, I downloaded a beer tasting sheet. It's pretty simple. If I could just pull it up here, it's by brewersfriend.com. Maybe I'll just post a picture up and post in the editing. And essentially, it just covers the name of the beer, the appearance, the smell, the taste, the aftertaste, the drinkability, and yeah, I guess all those of the points, they add up to 100. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna use the point system here. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. I don't even have a pen here, but yeah. Alright, you guys, I was trying to think of a really good way to do this. I had written a whole script for this part, but you know what? I'm just going to freestyle it because I think that will work a lot better. So, I need to digress for a moment. So, the idea for this channel, I wanted to cover mainly local beers. You know, pretty much everything, pretty much all beers Indiana. And unfortunately, with this being pretty much the first video on this channel, it's not necessarily local. So I figured, you know what, I do have something local that I can sport in this channel. All right, let me see if I can get this up real fast here. And there goes all the beer. Oh my God, all my beer. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, okay, yeah, that beer is spraying. Oh, what a waste of beer. What a waste of good beer. So I was gonna say later that I've never had these beers before. These are gonna be my first time tasting these beers, and you guys were gonna be right here with me tasting them. But yeah, I guess that was the first time I ever tasted that beer right then and there. Ooh, now I gotta. Is this one broken too? Yeah, it looks like we got 2 broken ones. You know what? I'm actually gonna take these 2 cans, and these 2 cans are gonna be the tasting ones here. So that's what we're gonna do. That is what we're gonna do. Okay, I am back. I made a little bit of a mess, but thankfully we only lost 2 beers. One Goose Island Oktoberfest, and the other one's the Widmer OKTO, or the OKTO by the Widmer Bros. Anyways, getting back to what I was about to sport here. While the beers may not be local to Indiana, this board is. It's a very nice board. Picked it up at my local fall market. I think the company here. The company is called Lucky Clover Woodworking. It's pretty pricey, as you can see. I paid about $80 for it. That was a little high for me. What I personally like paying for things, but I mean the quality looks really good. I can't tell you about the types of wood that they use, but if you guys want to check them out, they're based right here in Indianapolis, and you can ask them all the questions you want. They make cutting boards, serving boards, all kinds of boards, and it even came with some glasses. Let me show you guys some of the glasses here. Hold on here. Even came with 4 tasting glasses, and I'll be using these glasses in the video. This is that flight board and the glasses in the video. So I'm definitely looking forward to trying these out. I mean, I don't know what there is to look forward to, but yeah. If you live in Indiana, definitely check these guys out. If you don't, still check these guys out, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. So now let's get back to the beer. Yeah, it's a nice pour. I really like the Alright, I actually kind of like that pour there. I mean, granted, I did pour from one of the cans that fell. So I'm not sure if it went flat on me. But then again, that's not really something I'm particularly concerned about when it comes to Oktoberfest beers. I also do have to, I will have to say though, I guess give a bit of a disclaimer that I personally am not really into Oktoberfest beers. I prefer the fest beers, and I know this is it says fest beer or festival ale on the hold on, let me bring it up here on the label there. Am I backwards? Oh my, I am backwards. Maybe I'll flip that in post. Maybe. It says festival ale, but when I was trying it after it fell, it didn't really taste like other festival ales that I've had. So let's just give this one. Well, first let's talk about the color. I personally really do like the color. It looks almost like a dark honey. So the color is absolutely beautiful. And on my beer list here, which, as I said, I'll post a picture maybe of it. Oops. It's 10. So we're just going to give that a 10 there. Or, yeah, give that a 10 on the beer tasting sheet. On the smell, I really like the smell of this. It smells, doesn't help either that I'm just getting over a cold. So my nose is not only dry but stuffy because it's super fucking cold out here. Pardon the language. I mean, you can really smell the malt. The malt is very strong in this beer. Like it's very sweet, almost I want to say kind of like a toffee, possibly. Let's see if it offers any description here. Like on the can, it says not too bitter, not too sweet. This medium bold beer is perfect for autumn's shorter and cooler days. Not what I was looking to read, but crisp, toasted malt, smooth and roasted. So we are definitely getting the malt in this beer just from the aroma or the smell. So that's another 10 points. And now let's move on to the taste. How's it taste? Very interesting. I mean, it's slightly bitter. It's not sweet. I would say the aroma is a lot sweeter than it actually tastes. Oddly enough. But I'll definitely have another sip. Yeah, I mean, the taste is okay. I personally, I don't know, the taste is about 30 points. But I can't really give it the taste. Just me personally, I don't think I would order a liter of this, nor would I order a pint. So we are not going to cross that off. I mean, some people may like it. I think just based off the smell and the look alone, some people may like it, but it's just not for me. The aftertaste is actually very smooth. It's not nasty at all. I mean, it's more of a front end taste, or malt forward, if you might say. And the drinkability, yes, it's very easy to drink. It is very easy to drink, but as I said, I would not order a pint. Nevertheless, a liter. But if it was the only thing available, I could drink it, and I would. So I would say that. So we're just gonna give, so we're gonna give it. The aftertaste is really good. It's a very smooth aftertaste. The drinkability is also good. And so let's round this up. So we have 50, 60, 70. So out of 100 points, this is going to get a 70. So, and I'll put down the comments, since I'm actively saying them, I'll put down the comments later. So you'll be able to see, I guess, what I've written down, yada yada yada. Anyways, on to the next beer. Yeah, that also is pretty much very similar color as the Widmer Bros Okto Festival Ale. Very similar color. Let's switch the cam for that. All right, so we have another Meriton beer. Which is a, traditional malty German style. Anyways, as you can see, it's very similar. I want to say it's maybe lighter than the Widmer Okto. The head isn't. I want to say the head is lighter, so it didn't retain as much as the Okto. But this one is the Goose Island, so. Yeah, let's give this a whiff. Also, very malt forward. Very malty. And personally, it's one of my favorite smells in a beer. If not my favorite smell in a beer. So, if my tablet battery doesn't die on me, we are definitely going to give the appearance. The appearance gets 1 or a 10. The smell, same thing. Delicious. So I'm very excited to taste this. I personally love Goose Island's beers. I think they have some great beers. So I was very excited when I saw this particular Oktoberfest beer. I'm like, oh snap! You know, Goose Island makes an Oktoberfest beer. So yeah, let's give it a taste. Yeah, I will have to say, still once again, while I'm not a fan of Oktoberfest beers, the taste for that one was actually very smooth, very good. The aftertaste, it actually holds. It's actually much longer. It's still holding on my palate. The aftertaste. But so far, I definitely like Goose Island's Oktoberfest beer over the Widmers out of Oregon. I mean, they've got something good. Oh, yeah, they've got something good, and yeah, they did not let me down. So just right off the bat, they're gonna get a score for taste as well as aftertaste, because it's not your typical. It's not as strong. That bitter malt taste is not as strong as other Oktoberfest beers that I've had. This actually feels pretty light too. It's not, the body isn't is pretty light. So this is definitely easy drinking. In fact, I would order a liter of this, and if I couldn't get a liter, I would certainly order a pint. And I would say that, when I just took that drink right there, that swig, I actually breathed in through my nose while it was going into my mouth. And so I got that sensation of the sweet malt aroma. And then, of course, the actual malt taste. And it was very desirable. Would recommend. Let's just say that it's going to get another a point for drinkability. And already we have the second beer out of the 4 that gets 100 points. I was not expecting it. I wasn't expecting any of these beers to even hit 100, but Goose Island, they've got a formula. They're doing it right, and that makes me happy that they were able to make an Oktoberfest that I would order a pint of. So yeah. The next one, let's move on to Golden Road Brewing out of LA. All right, so this can is not a busted can, so this is a fresh open can. Let's see how this pours and what the head looks like. Oh, look at that head. Wow. Wow, that is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Yeah, I probably did not do the other beers any justice by the other two any justice by opening them after they had you know, essentially flattened for the most part. Wow, that is beautiful. So yeah, let's get to that. So, Golden Road. So my first experience with Golden Road was me and my girl. We had gone to Total Wine, and she decided. I think it was her who decided to pick up these beers. They were pretty much. I think they were basically like a bunch of wheat ales. One was like mango, well, flavored wheat ales. So one was like mango. The other one was guava, and I think there was watermelon. I think there were 3 of them. I wasn't a big fan when I drank them out of the can, But when I decided to actually pour them in a glass, in a mug, you actually got the full flavors. You could actually taste the watermelon, you could taste the mango, you could taste the guava. That was a huge realization for me. If you try a beer, like if you get a beer that's in a bottle or in a can and you don't like it, try it in a glass and then decide whether you don't like it or not. So I have I don't know what kind of expectations I have. I did have high expectations for the Goose Island, and the Goose Island has certainly met those expectations. So, but let's see what Golden Road, where does Golden Road lie on the beer tasting chart. So first off, we have the color. The color is pretty much very similar to the Goose Island Oktoberfest beer. Very nice head, just like the Goose Island. I mean, I don't know if Golden Road is as popular as Goose Island. I'm not sure. They might honestly be mostly popular in California. But yeah, let's get to the aroma. Interesting. So I would say that the aroma is actually lighter than the Widmer and the Goose Island. The Widmer and the Goose Island, their aromas were actually pretty much the same level as far as that malt, the sweet malt aroma, that flavor. But this one is actually much lighter. It's there, but it's not as strong. It's not as strong. But yeah, so we're gonna give a point for 10 points for appearance, 10 points for smell. I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be a strong smell. That could be an indicator if the smell is light, the aroma is light. That could be an indicator for a smooth beer, possibly. But clearly that wasn't an indicator for the Goose Island, because that was pretty smooth and that aroma was very strong. So let's go ahead and move on to the taste. Oh wow. Oh wow. Wow. That's all I've got. That is wow. Oh. You know what? I might have to change my mind. I may have to change my mind. Okay. I don't know if it's maybe because I didn't clear my palate, but I still think that is important just in general, even if I didn't clear my palate, because when we're trying these Oktoberfest beers, and now it's shutting off. So I'm not going to be able to continue the beer tasting chart because now my tablet is powering off due to the low battery. So we'll have to continue on without it. So what I'm getting at is when you go to Oktoberfest, you're expecting to drink a lot of beer, right? And unless you're, I guess, bar hopping, or maybe you're at Oktoberfest, chances are you're probably going to be drinking the same beer, maybe. But I guess what I'm getting at is that I'm expecting, when I'm judging this Oktoberfest beers, I'm expecting them to hold up, you know, can I drink a liter of this? And honestly, I'm not sure if I can drink a liter of these. I'm not sure if I can drink a liter of these. I'm really not. But I did actually just notice something, that the aftertaste for this Golden Road actually did not last long, which to me, for the Oktoberfest beer, that may actually be a plus. Hold on, let me try this again. Oh, and that's another thing too. So as far as the taste, I want to go back to the taste. That it's very comparable to the hold on. Okay, so this is a lot better, a lot more comfortable. My arm was starting to get really tired. So I want to say that this, the Golden Road Oktoberfest beer is actually pretty comparable, and I would almost say more drinkable than the Goose Island. As I said, the Goose Island, the aroma is very strong. The taste is very nice too. But this, the Golden Road, is actually a lot smoother. The aroma is lighter. The taste is lighter. Therefore, you could probably knock down a few pints of these and easily down a liter. Especially if you were participating in a drinking, how fast you can drink a liter. You know, I don't know if it's maybe I don't know if Golden Road specializes in like I don't want to say necessarily light beers, and when I say light, I mean light as in body, so light bodied beers, because I find that their wheat ales were pretty light, very drinkable, very refreshing, and I kind of get a sense of that feeling here, maybe. Very I don't know. I don't know. Like, the word floral comes to mind. Oh wow! It's actually pretty breezy out here. A little bit of a chilly breeze. But yep, the first one I finished. So, yeah. So that's beer number 3. Let's move on to the next one, the Karbacher. I just realized I forgot to mention that adding up all the points, yes, it is another, that beer also gets 100%, 100 points, just like the Goose Island. Really interesting. Really looking forward to trying this beer, mainly because this is the only one that says Bavarian style Märzen, while the other ones say German style. This one says Bavarian style, and it's a very interesting design too on the can. I think all the cans, just in general, have great designs. I'm loving them all, but this one, at least to me, really stuck out. Especially too because you know, it's from Texas, and I didn't know that, you know, beer was a thing in Texas. When I think of Texas, I think of, you know, beef and barbecue. I don't really think so much of beer. So let's get this first pour going. Look at that, another one with some great head. I would say not as big as the Golden Road, but still very nice. Great color. I'm gonna say it's pretty much comparable to the others. I mean, they're all Märzens, so in general they're all going to be roughly the same color. You know, one might be lighter than the other, one might be darker than the other, but for the most part, they're all going to have that kind of dark honey color. Just bring that, see if I can do this here. So, before I get into that, well, I guess, we'll just move right on to the testing here. Same, pretty much malt forward. That's one thing too. I wonder, like, how they came up with this collab, because for the most part, I would say all the aromas are dead on, as far as the strong sweet malt flavor that you get. I mean, with the Golden Road Märzen being the lightest, yeah. So first we're gonna give it a point for, you know, the color, pretty much a dark honey. And as far as the aroma or smell, gonna get a point for that. Very strong, as I said, similar to the Widmer and the Goose Island, but yes. Oh wow. Yeah, definitely not as light as the as the Golden Road. That was very weird to go from the Goose Island to the Golden Road and then to the Karbach Oktoberfest beer. I want to say this one's a little fuller. Very fizzy or carbonated. I mean, it's good, but I think that this beer here, as well as the Widmer, is once again the epitome of what I in particular don't really care for in Oktoberfest beers. Does that mean that those are probably the best Oktoberfest beers? I have absolutely no idea. I don't think there's anything wrong with some variations in Oktoberfest beers or Märzen beers, because clearly I enjoyed the Golden Road as well as the Goose Island Oktoberfest beers. You know. I will say though that here the aftertaste doesn't stay for very long. It's like it hits you right on the front end, and then it's gone. I'm unfortunately I'm not able to put in words, you know, how I'm tasting this one here. But yes, it's bitter. You're getting that bitter taste of the malts. I prefer sweet malt flavor, and there is a beer, it's called Singha, but that's from Thailand, where you actually get the sweet malt flavor. Well, this one you're getting kind of a bitter malt flavor. Yeah. So I guess for me, drinkability, I can't give a blank to drinkability, because as I said, and this is, of course, this whole review is just based on my own palate, just based on my own preferences. You know, as I said, if you enjoy Oktoberfest beers, you're probably gonna love the KarbachtoberFest by Karbach Brewing in Houston, and you're probably gonna love the Widmer Bros out of Portland, Oregon. Will you like the Goose Island? Will you like the Golden Road? I don't know. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. But I just want to acknowledge this can. I really, not only, as I said, like the can design of this here. I'm just going to read this. It's a mouthful of great beer. You may not be able to make it over to the OPA of all beer festivals, probably talking about the one in Munich, Germany, but you can celebrate right here with our faithful tribute, KarbachtoberFest. It's an authentic Bavarian-style Märzen with Vienna and Munich malts that's cold fermented and aged for 6 weeks. Feels just right with pretzels, sausages, and yelling a hearty Prost to your neighbors. So yeah. Yeah, I really like that. I really like that. So to end this video, well, first of all, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and a subscribe, and maybe tell your friends. And if there's any beers that you recommend that I review, and please, if you do, make sure they are either beers from the state of Indiana, or at the very least from the Midwest. Okay, that's not too hard to do. You know, and yeah, I'll review them, and yeah, we'll have a drink together. We can drink them together. So I'm gonna end this video off with choosing my favorite one, which is going to be the probably, I'm gonna have to probably say the Golden Road, or am I gonna have to say the Oktoberfest? You know what? I'm gonna have to do two more. I'm gonna have to taste them two more. The only two to get 100%. I'm gonna have to do a versus match between the two, and whichever one wins, we're gonna grab they're gonna go in my mug, and it's a special mug that I have. So let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty, so I went ahead and I poured the two beers here. Yes, I went ahead and poured two beers here. So right here I have the Goose Island, and right here I have the the Golden Road Brewing Oktoberfest beer. So we're gonna give these two a quick taste test, and yeah, whichever one is the winner, we're gonna go ahead and fill up the mug. Oh wow. Oh wow. Man, that one is a good one. That one is a good one. See, but that's the thing. It's so hard. It's so hard to choose between the two. It's so hard because, and they're both unique, I would say, because they're both different, I would say, from the other two. They're both different from the Widmer and the Karbach, which are actually very similar as far as the aroma and the taste, and the drinkability, as well as the aftertaste. Pretty similar. But these two here, like this one is very drinkable. And I feel like it's almost like a Martin or an Oktoberfest beer made just for me. You know, the aroma is strong in the Goose Island. You know, and how do you say, the aftertaste is it doesn't stay for very long. God, man, now I've almost forgotten what I've said, how I originally reviewed it on the first tasting. But as I said, I could order a pint of this, and I could probably drink a liter of this. You know, it's not too strong, it's not too bitter. It's very smooth, as I said. It's a very light, bodied, for the Goose Island. And this one here, the Golden Road, as I said, it reminds me of, like, when I think of the Golden Road beers, like when I think of Golden Road, when I think of this Märzen, well, just in general, when I think of Golden Road, I think of the wheat ales that I had, the flavored wheat ales with the guava and the mango and the watermelon, and how much I enjoyed drinking those beers out of a glass. I have to specifically say that, because out of a can, no thank you. Out of a glass, yes please. You know, it's just, I don't know, it just reminds me of that. And yeah, they're both great. Oh man, you know what? I think actually I am probably gonna drink both those beers tonight. And we're gonna start with the Goose Island. I'm just gonna pour that bad boy first, and then I'll have a pint. Well, it's not gonna be a full pint because I'm just gonna finish the can from the tasting. Yeah, and then I'll just pour myself a Golden Road, and that'll be it. So before I end off this video, please get your beer mug, your favorite beer mug, or Stein or Krug, and sing along with me. All right, hold on. All right, so I've got one of my favorite mugs here, which I got from a Zomerfest that I went to here in Indianapolis. It's by the Liederkranz, or the Indianapolis Liederkranz, which is basically a German-American group here. I think that anyone can pretty much join for the most part, and they do music, so like they do polka music. They have a brass band. They have a choir. It's really cool stuff. And who knows, maybe one day when I have the time and I'm not working my ass off, you know, I will, maybe I'll join. Who knows? I don't know. But please, join me in song. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. Ein Prosit, der Gemütlichkeit. 1, 2, 3, super! Zigga-zagga, zigga-zagga, oi, oi, oi. Zigga-zagga, zigga-zagga, oi, oi, oi. Prost. Ah, that's some good stuff. That's the Goose Island, by the way. I'll have the Golden Road later. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, hit the bell, subscribe, whatever. Tell your friends, and I will see you on the next one. Auf Wiedersehen. Bier her, oder ich falle her. Bier her, oder ich falle. Soll das Bier im Keller liegen und ich her der Ohnmacht kriegen. Bier her, oder ich falle. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bier her, oder ich falle her. Bier her, oder ich falle. So das Bier im Keller liegen und ich her der Ohnmacht kriegen. Bier her, oder ich falle.